Hi there, welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today we're going to get into episode 7 of volume 9 of my Rock a Little, Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac scrapbooks, focusing on Rock a Little. And I thought I could get 2 more videos out of this, but I think I'm just going to wrap it up in this one. There's not too many pages, and a lot of it's kind of repeat and silly stuff. They're older pages and such, so I think I'm just going to do it all in one. I'm going to start with definitely an old page where I had no qualms before I knew better to, copy stuff from the internet blatantly. And I think you even saw that one in the last video. I think there was the magazine one of this. So, this was a photo a friend gave to me of Stevie Nicks and Beverly Vance. Stevie Nicks and Beverly Vance together opened a hair salon called, I think, the Wild Heart Studio. And it was short-lived. And if anybody there's a magazine out with Beverly Vance and Stevie on the cover from the local town, where Houston maybe it was at, or I can't remember, maybe Los Angeles. Anyway, I would kill to have that magazine. That is like way high up on my list of magazines and things to have, because there's not too many photos of them together. So just a really cool photo of them. And obviously they are queens of that 80s hair. I mean, good Lord. I would have killed to rock that in the day. I mean, that's just complete. Stevie's, not so much the poodle look. My mom tried to give me that a lot, but I would have gone a little bit more of the relaxed, firm kind of thing. But a really great photo of the two of them. The rest is just like paper stuff. I forget. This one came out of I want to say, I don't remember. Both of these are unique. I know that I've had them for a while. It seems like this one, it's not this, I don't think it's this one that's used in the cookbook. No, it's not that one. But they're just ones I had for a while. I think I got this from my friend. This might have been one, you know what? This might have been one that she got out of that scrapbook in Hollywood, and she made me this copy. That seems kind of legit, because this kind of looks like one of those scrapbook things. And then this, I'm not sure where I got this at all. It's definitely just a copy, so probably something received from one of the, when I buy lots of stuff. This was really cool. These were, if you want merchandise, I love bags. I have a Stevie one, a Susie one. I think I have one for Adamant. Madonna. I might have sold that one though. But yeah, bags are really cool when they have bags with the person's name on them, and just bags for your freaking merchandise, which is a really nice thing. So, and this had the little giveaway, or not giveaway, but you can mail in. This was inside the bag, and there was a pin. You could get this pin, which if you watch my pin things, I don't have that one. I'm pretty sure I don't. But you could order this pin from the Rock a Little tour, and I think probably t-shirts and such. You could get up. Let's see. The Westwood Run Radio Networks and Sun Country Wine Cooler welcome you to wine coolers. Well, that's so 80s. 1986 Stevie Nicks Rock a Little tour. If you would like to know about upcoming Westwood One radio shows, so it's not. I don't order a form for that. It's just telling you about more stuff, but it is a promotional thing. But yeah, you could get pins. Maybe they're selling that as well in the one stop, wherever she was at, or maybe all of them. Looks like there's something else inside there too. Wonder what else is in there. I don't know. That's really weird. Huh. Can't be important, or else I would have had it out. But you can see it looks like there's something else in there. These ones I kind of like these ones from Rock a Little, the live shop. But I just love the whole fan giving thing, and she's just out of her. She's so kind and so taken with the fact that people bring her stuff. I'm sure she's probably over it now, but she certainly. Hey, listen, if she doesn't like it anymore, she sure fakes it as though she still was appreciative. And I don't think she does fake it. I think she really does enjoy the love that we still continue to bring her. She may not pick up everything from a show anymore, but she's still pretty good about picking up flower wreaths and flowers and stuff like that. So I will tell you a sad story though. I was at a show for the Say You Will tour. I saw a lot of shows on the Say You Will tour. and we were in San Jose, I think, my friend and I, and we had waited afterwards, just hoping to see the band, which was never going to happen. But we did know some people, so that's a story for when I get to that point. But anyway, at the very end, when like pretty much all the buses are cleared out, everything's cut down, we're just waiting anyway because I lived close to that, so I was in no hurry to leave anywhere. Somebody called out to us, and we thought, oh crap, are we busy? Because we're kind of in the back area that we shouldn't be. Like, where all the loading had been. Everybody's done with that; they're all done, but still. And we're like, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey, we've got all the stuff for you if you'd like it. And they had their weight in flowers, bouquets, all kinds of stuff. And it's stuff that was given to Stevie or stuff that was in her dressing room. So we left with a bunch of flowers. And we're like, oh my God, this is Stevie's stuff. Now, I have some flowers from her mic stand, which is pretty cool. But these were just, just things that people sent in. But, she has a lot of friends and family in the Bay Area and such like that. So they were probably that kind of thing. I don't think any of it was stuff that fans had given her, but possibly, or fans had sent to her prior, and it just made me feel so bad. And then somebody did mention that there were things that were in the back room that people had given her, and she just can't take. I mean, I get it, you know what I mean? But I thought, oh man, especially with Fleetwood Mac, possibly if she'd been on her own, she might have been a little bit more, with flowers, you're not going to take flowers from every city you stop in and have them sent off. But, if people brought you presents and stuff, I think Karen or somebody like that would probably box them up and ship them back. I don't know, but that was just kind of a funny story. Some more from this one here. But yeah, see all this, like, she can't take all that stuff with her. She takes it back to the room and thanks them and everything like that, but she's not taking that to the next stop because she's going to get 1,000 more if she goes to the next place. Sorry about the light on this one. It's kind of overexposed anyway, so there you go. She loved that rouge. Actually, I love that shade of rouge. Not necessarily on her, but I love like a deep plum purple. I do. Not that you've ever seen me wear makeup, but let me tell you. Do you think I have a lot of Stevie Nicks stuff? If you could see the amount of makeup that I have upstairs in my closet, in my spare room, in the bathroom, downstairs in the bathroom, and then in storage. I kid you not. Palettes. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do with them anymore. I have too many palettes. You can't really sell them. Some you can if they're like collectible or something like that. But I was thinking to get back into it, but I'm old now. Who have I got to impress? Yeah, lots of makeup and rouges, lots of blushes like that. With my red hair, when it's normally red before it goes gray again, that works. So something again, purchased somewhat recently. Super love this one. It's really up close, but just so cool. Again, we're talking about that rouge and an outtake. Now, this one, I think, is this a postcard? Yeah, this is. I'm sure this is a postcard. Yes. Assault tours. For information concerning photographs of Stevie Nicks. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a cool little, another one to have from that, which I really liked. Then that postcard again, like I said, you'll see that. I think I didn't realize how many I had. And then these passes, I had a ton of these passes. I don't think all the passes are quite the same, but I know there's at least 2 or 3 postcards of this when you go looking through my stuff. And I don't mean to. I think I started like doing them and I'm like, oh God, I didn't realize I had that. Sometimes I should just break that all down and separate duplicate things and then out the scrapbooks. Trust me, on this table here with stuff like that, I need to do that as well. I don't want to make this too long. These are some cool live shots. These are somewhat recent. I love this one with Sharon. God, I miss that so much. It's so funny. I kind of remember the last show I saw where they weren't doing that anymore, and you're like, I kind of get it. It's an outgrown thing. I don't guess maybe that's where she's coming from, but I think I mentioned that before. But it was just so discouraging. I lived for that moment where they, Stevie would come to Sharon's mic or Sharon would come to Stevie's, and seeing that part of Edge of 17. And it still gives me goosebumps when she turns to her and they do that exchange. I love that part. This looks like straight out of Red Rocks at a point where she was kind of releasing the dove. But being this round picture like this is like how pictures used to be kids when in the olden days, Kodak places would deliver them with the rounded edges. These were two, not her finest moment, but two unique let's see here. I don't think I could get the back part off, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like I could have, but I guess I didn't for some reason. Oh, maybe not. Nope, started to tear. So, yeah. So this photo of Stevie, this is by Robbie Page, St. Petersburg Times. And this was published May 11th, 1986. Ouch. But yeah, like normally you see, I like to try and get the page off, but you can see it was starting to tear here. So they kind of loosely taped it here, but it looks like there's that old-fashioned glue on them there, so I couldn't get it off there. I think that's so cool when they put that little clipping there. Kind of like show you where it came from. And then this was its companion. And I don't think that it had... Yeah, this just had this on the back. It didn't have the little clipping. This one's much nicer. And Mick in the background. And these I kind of thought maybe were tango, but I still think that they're rockabilly. Oh, it's okay. This one's really cute too. You talking to me? Another large shot. Actually, these two go together. These are old pages, and you can tell by the damage to the plastic. Even though this plastic is really good, it's grade A. It's very good. I've had them out on the table all the time. Have them separated, redoing the things, so they get marked really bad. If you just put your stuff in there and leave them, put them right in the book, and just look at it, that's not a problem. But like when they're moving around and stuff like that, they can get scuffed kind of easy, which is unfortunate. So it's times like this I kind of need to go back and maybe redo some of the pages, some of the covers. These are really cute. I love that little bustier dress type thing too. This is what I believe she's wearing on that Rock a Little on the back cover of the Rock a Little album. And then also another thing I really liked is, I don't think it's showing, she had a necklace, I think, that was not this one, but she had a necklace around that time that I really liked too. It looked like coins. I really liked that one. Some unique photos of her. That was super cute. Who the hell is throwing her a hat like that? She's like, right, yeah, I'm going to wear this trucker hat. You betcha. But again, kind and, would never say anything bad. And then this is funny as hell. This is a Rewind 1986 Stevie Nicks joining them in Australia. Bob Dylan. She might have chosen a different outfit, but she would have chosen a different outfit, but she would have kept the big hair, which is so funny. Because yeah, that's weird. What she's wearing. I get bohemian, especially with Bob Dylan, but yeah, nothing about that says Stevie Nicks. Another nice one of her and Sharon. It's so it's so funny because again, if you watch makeup tutorials from the back, like from the old silent film star, which Stevie is very influenced by when she does do her makeup and such, which would also be another kind of cool video to talk about that product she's used and stuff, and skin products and stuff. But when she does her makeup, she does the really heavy kohl. She does the crease here. She doesn't really do the kohl all the way around, although it looks like it, and then the rouge. But from far away, when you're seeing her, she just looks remarkable. But when you get up close, it all looks really dark, and so it hollows her out. But she's doing her makeup for the stage, not for close-up pictures. So this one doesn't look so bad, but like sometimes like early on in the show, like that, it just she just looks so wrung out. But it's really makeup to be seen from several rows back. And these definitely were negatives I had, except the one. Really some prominent, really great pictures, outtakes. If you saw early on, I think video 2 or 3, there were some more of these, but these were in color. Those other ones that I'd shown you were, why am I thinking press kit? Little negatives, the proof sheet. Yeah, these were photos, so kind of neat, except this one. And someone just, again, that's part of I don't know, got that from somebody in a group or something, but these 3 I have the negatives for. I think I still might have those. Really love this one. And to end the video, I will share with you, so I've shared some really amazing ones that, came out of that scrapbook that I talked about from Los Angeles, and I've shown you, I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe. These might be the last 2. It seems like there's one more, but I was trying to think about it last night. And again, until I go through my books and see it for myself, I won't realize. But again, these are 2 really rare unseen, so I really hope you dig them. Photos, and I think they're from 1986, thereabouts. This one, just the outfit, it's real pale and everything like that, but the outfit and everything like that looks like something she'd wear then. It has the, what you can tell, there's kind of like the lighting, or I don't know what that is, but I can almost see like a picture back here. I can't see a cord, but it looks like with her hand here, like maybe she's reaching or trying to do the selfie button. And then this one again, just, I mean, could you just, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal photo of her. And these are original photos. So I think that these are, and nothing, I don't think any of them have anything on the back. No. Yeah, I just put them there. I think they're Rock Little era. This one could be 87. I don't think it is. It could be 87, but I think it's 86. But I definitely think this one is 86, thereabouts. So 2 more extremely rare ones from the vaults. I hope you enjoyed them. That will wrap up Rock a Little. I need to go to sleep, I think. And next up, we'll be starting in on Tango in the Night, which, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I should maybe think ahead for those videos, because I know I'm going to start waxing poetic about Tango in the Night, because it's really when I just really came into it. It was the first time, I think, like waiting for an album, knowing the album, I'm a fan going into it, not like a fan who had become a fan, but then you're going back to old stuff. You're like, discovering the new stuff. So, and then it's my first concert and all that good stuff. So yeah. A lot of that coming up. So I hope you like Tango in the Night, because that's what's coming up next, and I have a lot. So I hope you enjoyed Rock a Little. Probably if I'm missing anything, I'll just pull it out in another video or show you. But that is it for now. And next time we'll be going on to Volume 10, which will be Tango in the Night. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye.